Yo, what up, Garry? 5D here. I'm logged into the account of Garry G to help him do an account takeover on Discord. He did request specifically to do an aggressive gear cleanse, or as he called it, aggressive gear cleanse. He also wanted me to take a look at his clan boss team to make some recommendations and changes, or recommendations generally to the account. We might not be making changes particularly. You do have enough silver and all the resources to make any changes to make champions better, but I'm not sure we can do that in this series. So let me just take a look at the account in general and make some recommendations as I normally do. This account has been playing for almost a year, going up to 210 day, 204 day, 204, 205 actually right there. So good job. And this is not a free to play account, and we've spent some money and got some crazy champions at this level of the game. It's totally reasonable that you have this amount of champions. And I see a seer. That's the first thing I saw. That means your dungeons are fine. Once I see a seer right there, that means you need no help with dungeons. You go through the wave easily and bring one champion for the boss. Boom, level 25 dungeons all done. Whether it's ice golem, whether it's a dragon, whether it's even fire knight, you're chilling in all those dungeons, hopefully with a seer sitting right here. And also for the clan boss that you did ask me to take a look at, I see a monitor right here, but where is the painkeeper? See a monitor, but where is the painkeeper? Please tell me you have a painkeeper. I see a sepulchre sentinel, which is what I need on the noob to pro. That's a painkeeper. So we have a monitor, we have a painkeeper. That's all you need to build a budget unkillable team that can take you straight from brutal to nightmare to ultra nightmare until you get one of those teams that makes that team no longer viable, which is like a double monitor teams, right? So that's the first thing I see. If you're looking for assistance with your clan boss, just say the word and I'll build your budget unkillable team for you right now. No champion training is going on, so I don't think you want us to take Painkeeper to 60, because that's the first thing we need to do. Painkeeper to 60, get her masteries on her, and then we can build that budget unkillable team. Monitor is already ready to go. So that's the first recommendation. I wouldn't say you should start building any other champion right now for the clan boss. Once you have Painkeeper and Monitor, budget unkillable is set to go with ultra nightmare. You can even use Frozen Banshee as damage if you don't have somebody like a Geomancer, or we even have somebody like a Venomage to even do damage right here. Painkeeper, Monitor, and any other damage dealer. Ronda, anybody can come in right here. What's his name now? I don't see a Fane right here, but I see this other champion who is amazing for clan boss damage. What is his name now? Here, Anax. So he brings that decrease defense and weaken, right? He's already booked and ready to go. Decrease poison right here, weaken right here, decrease defense right here. You're good to go. So that's what I would recommend. This is not an account that I would recommend you to build any other team for the clan boss anymore. So clan boss is set. Let me know, get back to me if you want that done. Get your Painkeeper to 60 and let's get that Monitor, Painkeeper, budget unkillable team going, because it's still very viable. Even if I don't see a Demeter right here, I don't see a double Monitor, you still have an unkillable champion with just Monitor and Painkeeper and any other damage dealer to join them. All right, that's the clan boss team that you said we should take a look at set. If you did mention it, I would have built it instantly for you right now, but I don't know if Painkeeper can be taken to 60 and mastered instantly in this episode. Maybe we'll save it for another video. So that's the first thing that I noticed on the account, that your team is ready. Now for all these champions you have built, do I see masteries on them? Yes, masteries, no on UDK. So they are being used. That's another thing that players fail to do. After you take them to 60, kind of gets slacking behind in terms of the masteries department. So good job on getting masteries on this champion. It means they'll do a lot better in any content that you want to use them on. Inquisitor Shamel is not being used for the Hydra yet. Masteries on Seer for sure. And of course Monitor does have his masteries. And Spider MVPs right here, Spider Kings right here. So I know your Spider teams is set also. You can take you as even double cold hearts. You're knocking the Spider down. So an amazing account, I'm telling you right now. Whether it's arena, whether it's PvP content or PvE content, you have a roster to make anything that you want to do possible on this account. All right, the next thing I want to take a look at is the Great Hall. Yes, for the arbiter missions, I see that you do have the arbiter. They require you to take 1 at affinity bonus 2 level Then I guess that's accuracy right here, very very essential, especially if you're building a team for the clan boss without an unkillable team. I guess that's required. So you did focus on accuracy on all this. Good job doing the right thing in your great tour. But when I checked the area bonuses, I saw that you've not started farming or beating any teams in the live arena. Do you hate live arena? That's one thing I noticed. You've not even attempted one battle, because I would see a live arena crest right here, whether it's bronze one or you've not even spent it on anything. So if you want that your new build clan boss team to be doing huge damage in the clan boss with your Manita and Painkeeper and any damage dealer, you need to give Demon Lords ignore defense. I think that's the best one we can bring in right here. Start putting some points into ignore defense if you're going to be building that unkillable teams for Ultra Nightmare. Even if it's not a 2-key Ultra Nightmare team, 3-key is definitely possible, but that will all determine by your gear, and that's the next thing that I want to take a look at on the account, which is where I'm actually going to maybe pause to do a gear cleanse, which you requested. But a gear cleanse when you have 854 gear, I don't know how I feel about that. Gear cleanse usually are for people who have overflowing inventory for gear. You have excess gear that you don't even know what to delete. Your inbox is overflowing. So I think you're doing a good job right here with your gear. You're in good standing, that's what I'm saying. 854 out of 1,300 is not a bad place to be. You have enough to go crazy in the dungeons, that's what I mean. Even on my account right now as I'm speaking to you, I'm at 1,300 over 1,300, because we are all doing dragon, we are doing ice golem right now. So whenever there's a tournament like this, 2x a chance to get double reward for double one farming. Go crazy on those events, especially if you need the speeds required to build that Manita and Painkeeper teams, because it's not a small speed. So I don't know how you're doing in the speed artifacts required. Why am I seeing one page of speed gear? So I guess it's expected for an account that has been playing this long, not too long. Even my noob to pro doesn't have a lot of gear, so I feel like you've not been farming enough. So I know playing on PC, you can easily turn on the PC, set it up with auto clicker or whatever, and go to bed. Wake up in the morning and see a bunch of gear, excess gear filled up. So for mobile players, which you are, they don't have the luxury of leaving their mobile devices on all night and going to bed. It's not even recommended for your device. It's gonna be bad for your battery. It's gonna be bad for your phone in general. So it's something that I don't recommend. But hey, if during the day you're just chilling, like right now as I'm recording, raid on my account, I'm running I'm running what do you call this thing, the last dungeon, Doom Tower. So that's something I can do while I'm doing my job, doing all that stuff. I can just let it run, because what's bad about that is the screen doesn't go off. It just stays plain. So that's what I recommend during the day. You should actually try to farm dungeons a little bit, especially the dungeons that you need right now is speed gear. I know for unkillable teams, the thing that normally holds players back when they have the Manita and Painkeeper combo is speed gear. The next thing that holds them back is damage. Now, not everybody in that team is going to be built with speed. Some champions will be slow, stun target will be slow, and all they will be put with high crit rate and high crit damage. So if I say I want to build it right now and I see that even lifesteal is just one page, when I used to on the Noob to Pro, we have a long list, like 3 pages long of lifesteal. That's one gear that I usually don't want to delete in the early game. So what am I trying to say? This gear cleanse right now might not be possible because you are not overflowing of gear. So I wouldn't recommend you come in here and sell any gear, except you've been farming without doing these filtering methods. And right now Raid does have that new inbuilt filter where while you're farming you can tell it not to keep any flat stats. So there's no reason why flat stats should be filtering into your inbox, right? Whether it's 5-star or 6-star. I don't think this account is currently at a place where you can even decide whether you want to keep flat stat or decide whether you want to keep 5-star or 6-star. I think at this point in your game, when your clan boss or Ultra Nightmare or Nightmare team is not ready, you're still keeping a lot of 5-star gear, which is totally fine. So let me see if you're keeping a little bit of this defense. This is what I just want to look at. and this might be just new, so you're doing fine. It's not like your gear is filled up with bad artifacts. Then let's say for boots, how many of the attack percentage are you keeping? Okay, that's too much. That's too much. That's too much. Usually want this attack percentage from a set where you might need it for damage, which is maybe perception, defiance. Definitely not from stalwart sets. You're not using any boots from attack percentage boot for that. Definitely not in shield sets. Shield champions usually don't use attack percentage boots. So maybe I'll just run through and make some gear cleanses to these ones that are obviously too much, because you don't need this amount of attack percentage boots. Or how many defense percentage boots are you keeping? You're keeping one of each, one of each, which is nice. But there are some sets which will never use defense percentage boots. Maybe on an Amiga. Nah, Amiga wants to be fat, so this one is going, and this one's definitely not. Yes, this is a set that makes sense to keep a defense percentage boot. So I know it's okay. People say keep one of each, but some sets, some stats don't deserve to be kept. What about HP percentage? We want to see it in tanky stats also, not on damage stats. Definitely, this has to go, right? You don't want HP percentage on this. This is what you want to keep HP percentage on. This right here, this immortal. So that's a champion that needs HP on everything, ring, chest, boots, right? So that's one champion that, like a Vogot built for Boomer, he's gonna be rocking a lot of immortal HP high right there. And yeah, and maybe regen set. Yeah, I've seen some people using this on a champion that is tanky in content that needs him to be regen and doesn't need to be that fast. Definitely not this set. But since it's legendary piece, you might want to see what it rolls before you sell it off. All right, since artifact enhancement is going on, I will level some of these stats up and see how they roll before I begin to sell them off. That's the only changes I'm going to be doing to this account. I'm not going to take your gear from 800 to 300. That would just be wicked of me. You're chilling right now. If you had 1003, then we'll bring it to 800. But right now you're 800. There is no need for us to go further. But I'll take a look at some of these obvious ones that you're kind of having a double mind about whether you should sell them or keep them. And like I said, there are sets that need tanky stats, there are sets that needs attack stats in the offset, and there are sets that should not keep them at all. All right, I'll be back when I make some of these changes and see how many we end up with.
A few moments later.
All right, I'm back a few hours later. About 3 hours later, I'm done doing all the gear cleanse that I have to do on this account. I initially thought we didn't have to delete much gear. I thought maybe 700, but I saw more stuff to remove and we ended up about 613 right here. That's still a lot of gear removed, and yes, I did go through every single gear on the account to level them up to 4 and 8 to find out if they are worth keeping or what's not keeping. This one is already useful, so I didn't level it up. But everything literally on the account is 4 and 8 down to the last gear and set out there. You're winning a lot of relentless. That's good. I guess you're always at the top. So by now, with all this silver spent, yes, usually when we do gear cleanse, we end up with more silver. But we started about 20 million silver plus, and we are currently at 2 million silver. That's how much gear that was not sold on the account, because simply leveling gear to 4 and 8 does cost a lot, especially all 800 gear. It does cost a lot, and it gives you the maximum amount of points for artifact enhancement. Yes, it's done. I did not re-gear any champion. I thought about putting gear on what's his name, Man Eater, to make him getting ready for the unkillable budget unkillable team that I'm requesting or suggesting that you build instead of a normal clan boss team. Well, I tried to do that, especially in a toxic set, but unfortunately I'm not seeing the stats that I need. You do have the speeds. If I was to build Man Eater, Painkeeper and others for unkillable team right now, you will end up using nobody on gear sets. Talking about no crit damage set, no toxic set, no sets. You end up using random gear. I'm talking about using one just scattered like this. So on your account, you do have enough speed to meet all the requirements to get that team working, but you do not have enough synergy to give you the best damage output. So speed is one thing to meet the speed requirement, but to meet the damage output is an entirely different thing. You do have to use sets. And so if you're not going to rely on sets, if you want us to still build the account and build this unkillable team, go ahead and farm to 1,300 what do you call it now, artifacts on this account. Farm to the maximum. So right now is the best time to, so you ask for general recommendations. That's the biggest recommendation I'm giving out to you, to use this ongoing super raids. Yes, because currently super raids for ice golem is going on, but that's probably not something you want. I guess super raids on spider will come on, super raids on fire knight will come on, super raids on other anything that comes up with super raids. Take the opportunity to farm that content to the maximum. It means at that point you don't have to spend too much time online, because right now as we speak my ice golem is done. It just opened. Because of super raids, it allows you to finish your energy a lot, and you're sitting on excess energy. So I know energy is not a problem on this account, but I just want to see all the energy gone. When your energy is gone, your champions will be stronger, will be better. So but when you do have excess energy, your champions will be weaker and they'll be struggling with content. So that's what I think. I know it's time, not everybody has time to play the game, and yeah, I know that, but still, just try. So for arena, we're not even going to go look at your arena because you didn't talk about that. But for your habitat that you're using in PvP content, I would suggest you do give her the gear that she requires. I did do a check on that, and I saw that your habitat can get up to 303 speed from the artifact enhancements. I mean, I just did the rate optimizer, just showed her she can get up to that 303 speed. Right now you're at 257 speed, but on your account you do have the ability to get her up to that. So if you want to know the gear suggestions from raid optimizer, I can screenshot it and send to you if that's something you want to change her in. But she's not high priority. Maybe that speed should even go towards the man-eater and the painkeeper build before you even talk about PvP build for. But that's just something I checked and I saw it and was like, okay, maybe you need your habitat to be faster so you can start farming live arena. Anyways, that's this gear cleanse that I did. I didn't have any opportunity under any other resources to do anything else in the game. I would love us to build that man-eater painkeeper team. That's the biggest recommendation. Is there any other thing that I would suggest you do besides farming and even more farming? Well, again, I think that's it. You're playing the game just right. You're doing everything you're supposed to do, and your champions are geared well for the purpose that you use them right now. They just can be better if more gear is farmed and all that stuff. So good champion pool. And if I would say one thing, stop spending money on raid. Do buy the energy. This one is fine because it helps you boost, especially if you're on mobile, but don't stop spending money on champions. You will get them. These ones you have can beat every content in the game right now. You'll get them naturally. And yeah, just get to Ultra Nightmare as soon as possible so you can start getting this awesome secret shard, so you can start feeling like a free-to-play player. Even if you still have the raid pass and the forge pass and all that, you only spend when a champion you really need is available, not just for pulling random times. No, just target those times where you need a particular champion that will boost your account. That's when you spend for shards on content or energy especially. All right guys, let me end this one right here. If you guys have any suggestions, any comments about this account takeover, you can always drop it in the comments. Anything that I missed out or mistakes I made, correct me. Always looking forward to your suggestions right here. Is there any other thing that I did not take a look at? I think that's all. All right, remember these account takeovers that I do on this channel are free, and not all of them get posted. I just do these ones that I feel like the community or others might benefit from watching. That's the ones I post. And yeah, if you want me to take a look at your account, make some suggestions or make some changes, if you do have the resources, always hit me up on Discord. That's where it's happened. It's not in the YouTube comments. I can reply in the comments, but I'll still need you on the Discord if you will have to make these account takeovers happen. It's for free. I don't charge for it, but if you want to show your appreciation, I'm always looking forward to it. I won't say no. But anyways guys, let me know what you think about this one. Help me hit like in this video, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Sorry it's dark. I did this one late at night. It's currently 10 p.m. Maybe I'll post it tomorrow, not even tonight. Later guys.